I like to think as an artist that I'm permanently looking to change, to grow, to develop my practice. It's lovely to be recognised as my work, but the last thing I want is to have a repeat of what I've already done. So yes, there is a landscape, yes, they use a lot of greens, but I'm always pushing the boundaries of how I can use different marks and describe less to actually feel more. I think the emotional response to places is definitely something that I want to capture more than the literal representation of the landscape. So I feel like I've been pushing that side of the work. I think the biggest thing for this exhibition is going to be the contrast between the three mediums of the different artists. We're all exploring our own interpretation of the landscape. So I think the fact that it is the same subject, and it's a very big subject within Australia, the old landscape painting. So I'm hoping that it's an eye-opener, that interpretation is in the eye of the artist and it can be interpreted any way you like, and it connects to people on the three different levels of the three different artists. I hope that people enjoy being amongst the works, and I hope to feel the movement in the paintings. I don't want them just because they're now on a wall. I want them to still feel alive, and I feel like I try and keep the movement with the work so that when you're walking by them and you're standing them, and they're not static. They're kind of alive places. I hope they bring people joy.
Okay, so this new body of work is moving in a slightly different direction. So I tend to work fairly slowly when it comes to change, and so I'm still doing what I would classically call my classic scenes, and then new work that's playing with graphical stylisation. I'm always moving forward. It's not like I've found something. The beauty of watercolour is it's always going to be a lifelong challenge, and the concept of mastery of watercolour doesn't exist because it's so different from working in oils. So I suppose the excitement is in each painting giving you an opportunity to try something different, and that balance of trying to capture it and stick with the essence and the joy of it, and then having fear dictate. I tend not to let fear just go in the back corner. But also the beauty of painting a landscape is I don't have to tell everyone everything. I can enjoy it myself. If they are simply into it, they can just enjoy the beauty of it. That's it. They don't need to know any of the rest of it. One of the reasons why I took up watercolour, there was room in the art world for someone to lift that medium, do something different with it, and I don't know, sort of put their hand up and be recognised for doing that.
What excites me the most about the work they've put in the exhibition is that there's experimentation with the lusters and also with the new forms. We're doing the ripples and just the reflections that you get. It's quite beautiful. And I also started experimenting with the lusters to get them to really adhere so that I can cold work them. I needed to fire polish them, so that means picking them up again after I've sort of sandblasted and put the imagery, picking them up in the hot shop and then sort of reheating them to make, because the lusters like the high temperatures to make them really stick. For most of my work, it actually starts being out in the landscape and taking photos, and that's my main sort of inspiration and motivation for what I make in the glass studio. In the hot shop is a bit like working in the kitchen. There's like, it has to be work fast and you have to be quite focused. And it does get hot, but you get used to the heat. And And, you know, I think with glass, one thing I love about it is that I always feel like I'm learning new things. So there's always something new to learn, and I think, you know, you can never get bored because there's just not enough time to make all the things that I want to make.